Hi everyone, this is Michael from ePapery. I'm back today to work on another hashtag junk mail challenge, just to see what I can make out of some of the mail that I've received. I do want to mention that the purpose of these videos has not been so that you can find the exact piece of mail that I have and make exactly the same thing that I have. The purpose of these videos has been to show you that you can take a look at the pieces of junk mail that you get and look at them in a different light and see what ideas you can come up with to make a piece of ephemera for your junk journal. So that's what my purpose has been. I hope that you guys are enjoying these, and let's see what we can do with this one today. I hope that you're all doing well. Summer's almost over, and I cannot believe that. It's really difficult. It seems like the summer's gone by so fast, and we haven't really done much of anything. In a couple of weeks, my husband and I are going on a trip to Maine, and so I'll be gone during that time span. But I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've actually made a couple, I just haven't got them edited, so look for those. Okay, so the piece of mail I have here today is something that came, again, from Discover. And it's just a little pamphlet type thing, you know. But it has this thing here, if you can see it, that I thought would make a really nice pocket. So then I took a look at the rest of it and decided what I wanted to do was take this over here and fold it back to make a tuck spot. And then, of course, I'd have a pocket. I think I'm going to put another tuck spot here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. And then it will fold up kind of like this. And then you can use some type of a closure for it, either a piece of Velcro, a magnet, or I'm just going to tie a piece of ribbon around it. So that's where I'm going with this. So I have gone ahead and cut out the pieces that I'm going to use here, just to save some time. I think most of you know how to cut a piece of paper and whatnot. So I have these two pieces of paper. And please don't ask me where they came from, because I don't know. I know they're not Erin's Digital. Sorry, Erin. But these were in my stash, and so I decided I was going to use these. And I'm on a blue kick for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm really into blue right now. So let's take a look here. I cut these papers so that I could cover it in one big swoop here. I'm trying to decide if I want that on the outside or the inside. I can't make up my mind. This is the inside. And we're going to have a lot of tags and stuff in there. So I think I might just go ahead and use this as the inside, and this other one that has a little bit more decorative items to it on the outside. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this on, and I'm going to use glue stick. I am not going to be sewing this, so I'm going to try and glue this pretty heavily. But glue stick is a lot easier on a big piece like this to get straight, because it has a little bit of working time, where, you know, something like art glitter glue doesn't. And I've never been one to use Fabri-Tac or you know, 3-in-1 just to glue down a piece of paper. I always use it for, well, if I'm gluing a heavier piece of paper or if I'm working with fabric. So now this is something that's kind of unique here. You could just use this, cover this separately and use this as a little tuck spot. But I didn't. I think, however, nah, I don't think I need to. I was gonna say let's glue that down, but I don't know that I really need to. It's gonna be covered by this entire piece of paper, so let's see if we can get this on here straight. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if there's a right or wrong way to this paper, and I really can't tell for sure, so we're just gonna go with our gut instinct here and move on. Okay, already I've got it kind of crooked. And because this has been folded, it's kind of bunches up, so you know, gotta make sure that. Now I've got a little glue here that I didn't want. I guess I could wait, and because I'm doing with water, and that might bleed the ink on the paper, but it's not really doing that. You know, that's something I found with the ink that I use on my Eco Tank. It doesn't seem to do that unless you douse it in water. I don't know. So, okay, so we got that part. Now, since this is going to be folded back this way, there. If you've got a little excess somewhere, you know, you can just trim it off. I did pretty good there, amazingly, except I do not like that. But I had that a little longer than what I wanted it. So I am going to try and peel that off a little bit. Ha, like that's gonna work, Michael. Well, maybe not. Okay, we're just gonna, because it is gonna be a tuck spot and I don't want to get something that would stick in there, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm just gonna leave it dry a little bit. That probably would make a big difference. Now on this side is where the little tag is going to go in. So it has a little bit of a, I'm gonna cut just a little bit off at this edge, and I'm just gonna use my scissors because it's gonna be covered up anyway. So doesn't have to be perfect, but this pocket thing, you can do this one of two ways. You know, you can just take and mark it. You can wait until after it's glued on, and then, you know, you've got the opening of the pocket, so you can go in there and trim it down, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, you could do this in shorter pieces and, you know, do every single one separately, but I just decided I was going to do it all in one. I noticed a lot of other YouTubers talking about the fact that you can't get the Scotch Create glue anymore. And yeah, I had a problem with that. I used to be able to buy it in packs of 4 for like, I don't know, I think $9 or something like that, which, you know, wasn't too bad. But the last time I ordered it, I got, for $10.40, I got 1 stick like this. And I kind of went, whoa, wait a minute. So I complained about it and told them, you know, I'm going to send it back because who wants to pay $10 for 1 glue stick? Well, so then I ordered another one, 4-pack, thinking, well, they just screwed up, you know, and I can just order it again and it'll probably come right this time. But it didn't. They sent me another single one for, oh, come on, Michael. for $10. So I was, nope, that's not happening. So I went online to their chat and asked them what the heck, and complain. You know, I told them I have used this same same item, ordered it before, so I just took it off my, you know, where it says you can order it again. So I just took it off that and reordered it, and I keep getting just one stick instead of the 4 that I normally get. So they told me they would credit my $20.80 back, which they did. And then told me I could keep the glue too. So I guess it worked out okay, but now I go on there and they don't have any at all. So I decided I was going to have to try something different. I don't know. I've heard so many different things about the Oohoo, good and bad. So I decided I was going to try something else. Now, Erin uses Avery, and she said she really likes it. So I thought, well, okay, I'll give that a try because it's a decent price. So, okay. I kind of want to let this dry a little bit before I attempt to fold it up. What have you guys been doing? Been all kinds of things to watch, and it's been busy for us. It seems like watching the kids just takes up a lot of our time. So I decided I'm just going to make this pocket the size of the paper that I had cut instead of trying to worry about it folding back. So it's just a tuck spot, so it's not going to make much difference. We took our grandsons that we watch. They're 10 and 6, and we took them up to Green Bay a few weeks ago, and or was it last week? And went to a Packer practice, which they thoroughly enjoyed. So that was, you know, kind of interesting. And then over by Lambeau Field, they have now built what they call, I forgot what they call it, Titletown. There we go. They call it Titletown, and at Titletown they have restaurants and, you know, a playground for the kids to play on. They have a full-sized football field where the kids can go out and play, and all kinds of other little things that the kids can do. They have a big hill that in the wintertime the kids can slide down, that they had made. So it's kind of a nice place. So we went there and watched the Packers practice, and and it's hilarious to listen to the boys because they think, of course, that they know everything about football. And so they're talking about, well, he should have done this and he should have done that, and, you know, I think he's really good, and who's that guy? And so Grandpa had his hands full because he was answering all the questions. I just would go, uh-huh, whatever, uh-huh, okay. So yeah, that was interesting, but they enjoyed it. So that was nice. Try and trim down this little thumb spot. I will just go ahead and glue that on. Okay. So there we have our pocket ready to roll. Okay, now, okay, so this is gonna fold this way. I'm going to try and fold this. Let's hope that I can get it to fold decently. Just kind of have to even it out and then try and, yeah, and this is usually what happens when you try and do that before you actually get it dry. So I am going to put this piece on here. Thought that's cute, but now I'm going to glue it on. Actually, I'm going to glue this part so I don't get glue where I don't want it. Okay, I know I'm gluing off the screen here, but I figure you guys know how to glue. I am going to put that right there. And if I measured incorrectly, I don't measure. If I didn't do it right, then I can trim it off. And I do need to trim a little bit of it off. So I will go ahead and do that. So yeah, what have you been doing with your summer? The boys now have, well, the older one anyway, he's got band lessons. This is his first year. He decided he's going to play the trombone. This is going to be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. He says he's learned one song, Hot Cross Buns. And if any of you have ever had a child that has played a musical instrument, that is one of the first songs they ever teach them, because apparently it's easy to play, and you get extremely tired of hearing hot cross buns. But you know, they got to learn somehow, right? Okay, so how bad was that? Could be worse. Could be worse. Just keep. Okay. Well, I want to fold this so that I have some inkling of where things go. That's how it's going to look on the front. So let's see how that folded. If it, oh, it's not too bad. Good. Okay, so we got that, and we got that. Now my thing is not on there right. I think I'm gonna change that and put a different piece of paper on there. Put this there. It would add a little color to it, and then you would see it better anyway to know that it is definitely a you know, pocket. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do that. So and I'm going to take my pencil and just kind of draw a little line so I know where my glue's going, and leave a little bit of space on there so that it's not so hard for me to hang on to. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that better because you'll be able to see where that tag actually goes in. There. Yeah, that'll work. And so then that's going to go like that. You will be able to see a little bit of that blue through there, which is fine. I like it. I'm trying to decide if I want to ink this in a blue or just, nah, I think I'm just going to leave it with my vintage photo. So now I want to take my glue and I'm just going to glue this tuck down. Now when I open this up, so I'm going to put another tuck right here. Now, do I want it that way or do I want it that way? I want it this way. Okay. So we're just gonna, and I don't know where this paper came from either, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have any idea. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm doing it right here. Speaking of not driving your glue very well, that would be me. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna add that like that. And that will be a tuck spot there. Okay, so it's gonna go like that. Okay, now the bottom part of this was not glued. It just had another piece of paper in it, is what it had on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close up the bottom so it's a pocket. There we go. And now we have a big pocket. And there you go. Now, the only thing really left to do is to decorate it and put your tags in. I am going to put a couple of more pockets in here. Come on, lay down. Okay, so I have this pocket, and this pocket. So I think this one I'm going to put here, like that, as like a tuck spot. Now I just made these pockets from digitals. They did not come from a kit or anything. So okay, so that's one pocket. And then the other pockets are going to go, one's going to go on here, and I'm trying to decide, I think I want that one there because then it will match this. So I think I'm going to do that. I didn't put a thumb hole in there, but I think I'm going to put a little one in there. Not a very big one, but just, and I'm just eyeballing this. Okay. And ink this up a little bit. Okay, so we'll add that now. Now I had just printed these papers out on regular like copy paper, so I backed these pockets with a little bit of cardstock just so that they wouldn't be quite so flimsy. So they wouldn't be so flimsy. New word for your vocabulary. There we go. Okay, so now we have that pocket. And then we have one more to go here. Hopefully this fits. Yep. Okay, I think I'm going to do the same thing with that one. Put a little thumb hole in there. Ooh, goodness gracious. All right. I'll put this one on there. So let me know what different kind of junk mail that you've received that you maybe might want to make something out of. Let's see if that's going to work. Yeah. Okay, so there is my little ephemera piece here, my little trifold thing. So now all I need to do is, decorate it, and some of this is not going to take a lot of decorating because it's just nice the way it is. So that is going to go, but I do have, so I made this little notebook here, and I'm just going to stick that right there. And that's going to fit in there like that. And then I have, okay, this is the big tag that's going to go in here. There we go. That one's going to go in there. That needs a little bit of decorating. I'm missing one. Where's my other one? Oh, yeah, I didn't get this one backed. I think I'm going to stick this in here like that. And then I have two things here. I'm trying to decide if I want this one here or this one. Actually, I think I prefer that because then the stamp shows. And then this one can go in here. Okay. So that's what it is. Now I just need to decorate it. There. That looks a little better to me. There we go. I also made another one because I had two pieces of mail like that. This is the other one. And same thing, I've just tied a ribbon around it. Okay. So here we have the front with the tuck spot here. Open it up. There's a tuck spot here. We have a card here. Okay. Open it up. There's a card and a tuck spot there. And here is a card in this one. And that goes back together like that. And you can either glue these on your page, or you can clip them on your page, or you can put it in a belly band, or in a bigger pocket. There's all kinds of things that you can do with any of these type of like trifold things. I, again, hope that you're all doing well and enjoying what you have left of summer. So we will see you again next time. Bye.